Rightio, welcome to another episode. So, something a little bit different today. Got my brother's car here, or his old car, and doing a bit of a detail on it. So, and I've just noticed a spider in the window here. Anyway, so it's fair to say that it's been sitting around for a bit. It's actually not bad nick, just needs a bit of TLC. So we're going to have a crack at cleaning her up, inside out. I'll just give you a bit of a walk around the car. So it looks good from far, but as soon as you start getting in a bit, you can see definitely needs a wash, and the headlights need a bit of a polish. I'll just go on the inside. Hopefully there's no more spiders. So, needs a clean. I can't even believe it. She's got a few little scratches on her here and there. We'll see if we can polish them out and get it looking the way it should. So, let's run the intro. This is Hack TV, where we have a crack at building whatever, however. Let's get into it. First thing I'm going to do is just empty it. Let's get into it. Rightio, so to clean these sort of door openings here and some of the real dirty interior parts, I've just got some really hot water, some of this car wash, and I'm literally just going to scrub it. That's all that I can do that's going to actually get it out, get it off. So do that, dry it off, and then we'll go to the next stage. Rightio, so finally got rid of all the massive bits of dirt in the car. So now I can actually hit it with this vinyl, rubber and plastic care product by Holden. So pretty much just spray on the rag and go for it pretty much. All I don't do is the dash. So I usually only do the dash just with a damp cloth, because I find in the really hot weather or whatever, the product actually evaporates and goes on the windscreen, and then you get like a really greasy windscreen. So pretty much I'll just keep this product from this line down, and yeah, should do a good job, this stuff. Also, I only ever use this stuff on obviously the plastics, rubber, vinyl, things like that. Stay away from the leather. It's not be all and end all if you hit it, but better to stay off it. I've got another product that I use for the leather. So after I've done all the plastics, get the leather detailer and hit all the leather. So let's do it. Rightio, time to clean the inside of the windows. So I've got some just some window cleaner from Holden. And that's it. The interior is done. So tomorrow, starting the outside. So I'll do massive deep wash, bring her in, give it a bit of a cut, polish, and then a wax. So see you in the morning. So we've washed it. Now it was pretty dirty, so don't really want to be hitting it with a buffing wheel with any of the polishes or anything like that. After it's been sitting with dirt on it for that long, because the paint actually, if you run your hand over it, even though it's clean, you can still feel a few little gritty little dots on it here and there. So if I was to buff it with that on there, it's a high chance that I'll leave swirl marks all over the paint. So I'm going to clay bar it. So I just bought one of these little kits from Maguire's. Comes with a couple of bars, another microfiber cloth, and the detailer. So it's just a lubricant for the bar when you hit it. So the idea is to spray this, rub it with the bar until you feel all those little dots coming up, and it'll be smooth, and then pretty much get through the whole car, and then I can start polishing it. So let's do it. Just gonna open up one of these clay bars. The idea is to just work it a bit. So you kind of just want something about something the size of your 4 fingers, so it's easy to work with. And then once you got something like that, get your detailer, lubricate the surface, and then for the first one I usually just lubricate this as well, just till you start getting it working. And then you just rub until you can actually feel it just get smooth. It'll feel like rough here, and then it'll feel like glass. So once you get that sort of glass feeling, that's how you know you're finished in that area. So always just make sure it's wet. And then you just fold it over. And then you just fold it into itself, knead it out again. Pretty much just that whole process. So I work in about, I don't know, that amount of space. I'll probably just do the bottom of this bonnet and then wipe it back with the microfiber cloth. Don't let this fall on the ground. We'll get onto something that's really dirty, so I'll just keep a bit of plastic or something with me to put it down, and then just wipe it off. So that gets rid of all that stuff. Also opens up the paint a bit, so if you're going to do this, be prepared that you have to follow through with the rest of the steps to protect the paint, or else you're leaving the paint unprotected really. And just keep going. And done. So now that we've done that, we get ready for the next stage, and that is going to be this stuff right here. So we're going to hit it with the Ultimate Compound from Maguire's, and this stuff should get rid of the majority of the scratches, and you see the first sort of real bit of shine on it. So let's do it. Okay, so before I actually do anything with the paint, I forgot about the headlights. So I'm gonna polish the headlights, get all this this abrasive sort of surface off it, and then I'll polish it up. So first I'm gonna hit it with some 800 grit paper. I'm just gonna use that same lubricant that I use with the clay bar just to lubricate the sandpaper. And then I'll hit it with 1500, and then I'll hit it with like a really fine polishing sandpaper, and then I'll hit it with a buffing wheel with the plastic polish. So that should get these looking pretty well back to normal. So get into it. Alright, so I've done one side. It's probably not as good as I wanted it to be. There's just some really harsh like pitting on this, so probably would take me, I don't know, another hour or so just to get that where I want it, but I think compared to what it was, it's a lot better. So I'll show you the other side, I haven't done it yet. So there's the difference. So it's got rid of that smokiness to it. Now it's at least clear. So yeah, get on to the next one. Lights are done. Time to hit it with this ultimate compound from Maguire's. So this is safe to use on clears, and this will really bring it back a fair bit. And all we really need to do after this is hit it with polish just to get that last little bit out, and then we can seal it all with the wax. So gonna hit it with this now. Let's do it. Right, so I found a good example of what I'm trying to get rid of with this stuff. So I'm hoping for the sake of this video that it actually does this one. It's been doing all the other ones so far. So just put a bit of product on the wheel. You don't need too much. It's probably too much now. And then just dab it over. You want like a medium speed. You don't want it going as fast as like a grinder or something. So you just slowly just sort of work it in. it's actually done all right. It's definitely got rid of the one down here. And that was bad, yeah. This one up here is still like sort of there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the polish will sort of fill that in, and then we'll put the wax on top. That'll completely camouflage it, so you won't really see that. But just thought I'd do a bit of a close-up of what this stuff actually can do. And the ultimate compound is now done. So it's ready for the polish now, and I've lost track of time. It's really late. It's like a casino in here. I've got no idea what the time is. Anyway, so I'll have to do this at a later date. So it'll stay in here until I'm finished that. But the polish and the wax is a lot easier to work with than that stuff. So should go on a lot quicker. So for you it'll be in a second, for me it'll probably be another night or two. So see ya in a sec. Rightio, so we're back in the shed. I did go over a couple of spots with the ultimate compound, just a few areas that I wasn't quite happy with, just to get a few more of those scratches out. Next, I'm going to hit it with the polish. So different pad, same idea, polish, buff it in, and then wipe it off with the microfiber cloth. And there was a sticker on the back window that I scraped off with a Stanley knife blade and cleaned it off with a bit of terps. And I just noticed the logo on that awning in the background that's been just absolutely irritating me every time on the back of all these videos. So I might just give that a bit of a rub down with the terps, see if we can get it off. And then yeah, we'll just keep going with the polish. And then after that, we'll hit it with the wax. Let's do it. So it turns out you need a bit of elbow grease. So I just got a sponge with the scourer end, and I pretty much just wet it with the terps, and then just get into it. After it's been soaking for a bit, it's actually starting to come off pretty good. So pretty much just continuing that. Probably take me like 20 minutes, but see you later, kings. And she's gone. And that's a fine looking awning. Let's do it. Just seriously smooth. That stuff does wonders. Right, yeah, so now we're done with that. We're left with a nice, smooth, relatively scratch-free finish. Obviously, it's not going to do miracles and pull out, you know, massive scratches that have gone down past the paint or anything like that. But overall, the car is a hell of a lot more shinier, obviously, and you know, no more swirl marks or anything like that. So next step, we're just going to hit it with the wax to pretty much protect all the hard work we've just done. So let's get into it. That's that. So, trick with the wax is, once you get it on, you just let it go just a little bit foggy on the paint, and then just rub it off, and just keep flipping your microfiber cloth. If you find that it's not rubbing off anymore, time to swap cloths. So, had a few of these, so it's all good. Rightio, so next I'm going to go around and actually just use some of that plastic detailer on all the plastic parts on the outside of the car, and it just gets that black popping again, and then I'll clean the windscreens. So let's do it. Rightio, so last thing, just going to put some tire shine on the wheels. So before, what I did do is I just sprayed it with that vinyl and rubber repairer, so it just soaks right into the tyre and just gets rid of all that grime, any grime that was on it. And then I just gave the wheels a bit of a rub down with the detailing spray. So I've just got some tire shine. I'm just going to spray it on the cloth first. Fine if you try and spray it on there, it just splashes on the paint and everything, so you just take it easy. You don't really need that much, so I just usually just put a couple of sprays on here, and this is not working. Right, so the sprayer isn't working, so I'm just going to literally just dab it on here like this. And just wipe it around, really. Don't really want too much either, because as soon as you start driving it just gets sprayed all over the car anyway, so you just do a light sort of coat all the way around. That's it. Rightio, there she is. All clean, out in the sun. Went for a bit of a steer this morning. And yeah, still drives all good. So just give you a bit of a walk around, I guess. So you can definitely see the shine out in the daylight. Absolutely stoked. Can really see the hard work out in this daylight. All the reflections just showing up perfect. Got to be happy with that. Ripper. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.